It is time now for the PHL New News Report for this Tuesday afternoon, March 10th, 2015. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins for your New News Report here, and our top story at noontime here on this Tuesday afternoon here is in Washington, where the White House has berated Senate Republicans for writing to Iran's leaders warning them against a nuclear agreement with President Obama, saying that their letter skirts the Constitution and sends a dangerous and conflicting message. The national headquarters at Sigma Alpha Epsilon is investigating several other incidents brought to the attention in the wake of a video purportedly showing members of the University of Oklahoma's SAE chapter singing a racist chant. Prosecutors in France have opened a manslaughter investigation after 2 helicopters crashed in Argentina, killing 8 French nationals. U.S. stocks are falling hard as investors continue to grapple with the prospect of coming Federal Reserve rate hikes. The downside to a strong U.S. Both officials ban the term climate change is the straight out of Jeb Bush. Angela Merkel, Germany's chancellor, delivers a speech during a meeting at the Asahi Shimbun Company headquarters in Tokyo, Japan on Monday. As Merkel said, this is the reason why she's together with the president of the French Republic as Ukraine accuses rebels of blocking peace monitors. Hundreds of baton wielding Myanmar police have beaten student activists as they broke up and have a protest pressing for education reform, witnesses said. More than 40 million Americans are in debt thanks to education, and most of the loans come from Uncle Sam, as Obama aims to clamp down on federal student loan servicers. An 18-month-old girl from Utah was trapped in an overturned car for 14 hours, may have survived because of the icy weather, not inside, the doctor said. President Obama said he first learned from news reports that Hillary Clinton used a private email system when she was Secretary of State. In an effort to repair some of its negative PR over the last year, the ride-sharing company Uber is partnering with UN Women to provide jobs for women around the globe. Tijani Dayam will always be remembered as much for what he didn't do as for what he didn't at Prudential, but with the chief executive leaving in almost 6 years to replace Freddie Dugan that Credit Suisse its day-to-day operations rather than failed deals. In Minneapolis, Target Corporation said it's laying off 1,007 workers and permanently closing out another 1,004 open positions. The announcement puts a number of last week's announcement that the company would eliminate 7,000 jobs as part. European Union finance ministers approved plans to grant France 2 extra years to bring its budget deficit in line with the EU rules, while calling for an additional effort to reduce spending. Sam Simon, who was one of the major creative forces behind The Simpsons and who left the show after his 4th season in a lucrative arrangement that allowed him to spend much of the rest of his life giving his money away, died Sunday at his home at the age of 59. Paul Feig just announced a female cast of Ghostbusters featuring Melissa McCarthy, Kristen Wiig, Leslie Jones, and Kate McKinnon. Archaeologists in London announced Monday that they are excavating 3,000 skeletons from the Bentley burial ground. The bodies date to the 16th and 17th centuries, and researchers hope that studying the skeletons will help them understand more about. In Nairobi, Kenya, when the Sahara Desert began expanding about 5,500 years ago, cattle herders were forced to migrate southward, following the grassland southward. The FDA has changed the labeling to the quit smoking drug Chantix to reflect concerns that may lower your tolerance to alcohol and the link to risk of seizures. Alright, let's take a look at the stock market report here at 12:03. Here, Dow Jones 17,724.55, down 271.17. S&P 500 2050.01, down 29.42. Nasdaq 4866.66, down 75.78. European markets here, DAX 11520.66, down 61.45. FTSE 6748.5, down 127.97. CAC 40 4797.07, down 40.13. Asian markets here, Nikkei 18665.11, down 125.44. Shanghai 3287.10, down 15.31. HSI 23896.98, down 226.07. Oil markets here, 49.18, down 82 cents. Brent 57.05, down 1.48. And then natural gas 2.722, up 4,000 a point. In the gold markets, 1163.10, down 3.40. Silver 15.33, down 46,000 a point. And copper 2.6275, down 43,000 a point. In the bonds, US 10 yield 2.1385%, down 56,000 a point. Germany 10 yield 0.236%, down 74,000 a point. And Nasdaq 4867.92, down 74.52. FX European US dollar 1.0701 down 149,000 point. US dollar Japanese yen 121.21 up 6 cents. And Great Britain pound US dollar 1.508 down for 8,000 points. Alright, take a look at the commodities here on this Tuesday afternoon here. In the agriculture futures, wheat 487 down 3, soybean 990 down 3 and a quarter, corn 377 3/4 down 5.5, sugar 13.07 down 20 cents, coffee 136 down $1, cotton 61.54 down 71 cents, and ref rice 10.4995 down 4 cents, and cocoa 2009-13 down 21. Live cattle 154.025 up 2,500 point. Lean ox 65.20 down 875,000 point, and FD cattle 211 up 1.30. Take a look at New England roads here. Route 137 Harwich, Massachusetts, closed to traffic between Rand Cove and Austin Road due to live power lines down in the roadway as 2 poles on fire at the time this area is being shut down, and avoid this area if possible. Alright, let's take a look at sports news. Patrick Wilson's shot retirement marks the official end of the Jim Harbaugh era in the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL free agent market officially opens for business at 4 p.m. today, Eastern Time, and the promise to add to tectonic shifts that already have occurred this season as Daryl Reeves poised to have headline on market influx. Kyle Okposo will be back in the New York Islanders lineup for the first time in 22 games. It's been almost 2 full months since Kyle Okposo last tossed the New York Islanders jersey over his head. And Tuesday morning brought another round of NFL free agent rumors, including heated speculation that free agent tight end Julius Thomas would be signing a lucrative deal with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tonight, the Boston Bruins will be up in Ottawa, Canada tonight, taking on the Ottawa Senators. Game time, 7:30 p.m. Peter Chell News Time, 12:07 here on this Tuesday afternoon here on this. Take a look at the traffic situation in lunchtime commute here. And smooth sailing the non-ways byways doing it here. And the only slow spot that I can see on the map here is Route 24 on the northbound sides. A little slow around Route 44 in Raynham. And an accident in East Greenwich on Route 4. Northbound before Route 95 in East Greenwich were down, so expect some delays. 495 on the southbound side, a little slowed down for the long stretch. And Route 1 on the southbound side, it is slowed down from Route 60 in Revere down up through Route 99 in Revere. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commute, and up on 293 on the southbound side, a little slow from exit 5 down for Route 3A in Manchester, New Hampshire here. And take a look at the MBTA. Alerts here, Green Line East service suspended between Brigham Circle and Heath Street, and please use Route 39 bus for service between Brigham Circle and Heath Street here. And Silver Line SL4 experiencing minor delays due to traffic. And take a look at the weather situation here. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12:09 p.m. 51 degrees at temperature with fair skies, humidity 27%, wind speed south about 7 miles per hour, barometer 3.31 inches, dew point about 18 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles, and wind chill about 48 degrees here. Okay, take a look at our current conditions around the region here. 36 degrees at temperature right now here in Boston. It's 41 in Fitchburg, 33 in Bedford, 43 in Haverhill, 44 in Beverly, 41 in Gloucester. It's 40 in Worcester, 44 in Sturbridge, 37 in Webster, 47 in Milford, 35 in Norwood, 49 in Taunton, it's 44 in Bedford, it's 45 in Plymouth and in Chatham, 43 in Falmouth, 41 in Provincetown, 44 in Martha's Vineyard, 37 in Cape Cod Bay, 40 in Nantucket, 46 in Blockon, 30 in Westlake, it's 34 in Providence, 48 in Smithfield, 47 in New York City, and in Montauk, 45 in Innislip, 35 in Bridgeport, 44 in New Haven, it's 39 in Denbury, 46 in Waterbury, 34 in Meriden, it's 42 in Hartford, 39 in Winslow, 38 in Springfield, 37 in Greenfield, it's 36 in Athol, 37 in North Adams, it's 29 in Pittsfield, 37 in Albany, New York, it's 45 in Sturdivant Springs, 31 in Bennington, 35 in Rutland, Vermont, 39 in Rutland, Vermont, 30 in Lebanon and Keene, New Hampshire, 36 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 39 in Concord, New Hampshire, 46 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 43 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 40 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 48 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 42 up in Portland, Maine. Here. Okay, let us take a look at surface map around the country. Here it shows a cold front from central Alberta stretching it down for Saskatchewan, down from Manitoba down for Ontario, merging with a warm front. Riding up central Ontario, stretching to western Quebec, merging with a cold front from central and eastern Quebec and down to up in the northern New Brunswick, and a pink front off the eastern Gaspé province of Quebec here. And we got a cold front from northeastern tip of Mexico, stretching off the Texas coast down from Louisiana, down from Mississippi, merging with a warm front from north central Mississippi, to north central Alabama, down for western Georgia and the Carolinas, and a warm station front from North Carolina, down for Virginia at the sea here. We got a football from 7 Indiana, down for 7 Illinois, down for southeastern Missouri, and northeastern portions of Arkansas. Got a football from eastern New Mexico, down for western Texas, down for western Oklahoma, down for Kansas, down for central Nebraska, down for South Dakota. Got a football from North Dakota, up to north central Minnesota, and up in the southwestern portions of Ontario with a low pressure to west central portions of Ontario. Got a football from central Utah, down for northeastern Arizona. Got a football from southeastern California, down for the Gulf of California. Another football down for the California coastline, and a football from northwestern Oregon and up in the east central Washington, up in the southeastern portion of British Columbia here. And we got high pressure in the Yellowstone Valley, northwestern Colorado, and west central portions of Texas here. And northeastern Quebec, we got low pressure in southeastern Arkansas, down for northwestern portions of Kansas here. It is 40 degrees at temperature out here in Detroit, Michigan, 43 out of Pittsburgh, it's 47 in Washington, D.C., 59 in Atlanta, Georgia, 79 in Miami, Florida, it's 61 in Brownsville, Texas, 50 in Dallas, Texas, 43 in Kansas City, 44 in Omaha, Nebraska, 38 in Chicago, 40 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 35 in Great Falls, Montana, 42 in Seattle, 52 in San Francisco, 56 in Los Angeles, it's 54 in Las Vegas, 61 in Phoenix, Arizona, 36 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, 38 in Salt Lake City, and 37 out in Denver, Colorado. Here. Okay, let us take a look at our radar situation around the country here. And it shows a lot of showers and storms up the northeastern Mexican coastline, stretching, hugging the southeastern Texas coastline, stretching out from Louisiana, stretching out from Mississippi, central to northern Alabama, down from northwestern Georgia, down for central Tennessee, and covering much of Kentucky, down for southern Illinois, Indiana, covering much of Ohio, down for western Pennsylvania, down for the Virginias, and around the Delmarva Peninsula around Maryland, and southeastern portion of Virginia, and some spotty rain showers in west central portion of North Carolina, and off the eastern North Carolina coastline here, and a few rain showers off the South Carolina coastline here, and a line of few spotty rain showers off the southern Georgia and the northern Florida coastline here. And we're seeing some rain, sleet, and snow showers in the southwestern portions of Ontario, rain, sleet, and snow showers in the northeastern portions of Ontario, down for west central portions of Quebec. It's some rain, sleet, and snow showers in west central portions of Quebec, and some spotty rain showers in south central Quebec, and a lot of snow showers in southeast central portions of Quebec here, and some spotty snow showers in the eastern portions of Nova Scotia, and some spotty rain showers down for southeastern portions of Newfoundland here, and a few rain showers in south central portions of Alberta, down for southwestern portions of Saskatchewan, and some spotty rain showers off the northern California coastline here. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows... And it shows a line of clouds from northeastern Mexico, stretching down to the Gulf States and covering much of the Tennessee Valley around the Great Lakes and covering much of the Mid-Atlantic States and covering much of southern New England there. And another line of clouds from northern portions of California, covering much of Oregon and up to the Pacific coastline. And a line of clouds from covering much of Ontario and then down for Quebec. And a line of clouds from British coming down for the central Alberta, down for the southwestern portions of Saskatchewan and up in the northwestern portions of Manitoba here. Alright, let's take a look at a forecast discussion around the region here. First of all, around the country here. Heavy rain and flash flooding will be possible along the frontal boundary stretch from the central Gulf Coast to the Mid-Atlantic region, and conditions will become increasingly wet at west. A steady stream of moisture lifted northward out of the Gulf of Mexico will continue to fuel heavy rains and thunderstorms along the frontal boundary stretch from the central Gulf Coast to the Mid-Atlantic region, and the front will be slightly suppressed south and east in the next few days, and leading to repeated rounds of intense rainfall for some locations here. The greatest threat for any flash flooding will be over portions of the lower Mississippi Valley, also a melted snowpack over the, combined with heavy rains will heighten the risk of flash flooding across the upper Tennessee Valley and Central Appalachians, and conditions will become increasingly wet at west as the Pacific front approaches the coast, and rain should become to reach the Pacific Northwest and Northern California by late Tuesday night. And precipitation is expected to spread inland across a large portion of the Intermountain West and North into the Central Rockies on Wednesday, as totals should generally be light to moderate with the exception of some heavier amounts along the coast and favored terrain. Any snow should be confined to the highest elevations here. And take a look at a 7-day take a look at a forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows high pressure offshore provides seasonally mild temperatures today along with a mainly dry weather. Weak low pressure will bring a period of mainly light rain this evening to the region with the rain ending late. Dry but colder weather returns Thursday and Friday. Unsettled weather appears likely this weekend as low pressure tracks over or near southern New England, and early indications suggest that mainly rain, but precipitation may begin as snow earlier Saturday and also ends as snow showers Sunday. An abundance of high clouds will continue to affect southern New England by early afternoon, but sunshine will filter through the high clouds. A given 850 millibars, temperatures moderate to near 0 Celsius, and at least partial sunshine highs should reach the upper 40s to the lower 50s in most locations. Will be cooler along the south coast, Cape and Islands, and where south winds will be blown off the cold ocean. We'll also have to watch for a brief east sea breeze along the immediate eastern Massachusetts coastline for a few hours this afternoon. Partial sunshine will fade, beginning at thickening mid-level cloudiness during the mid to late afternoon hour. Low pressure and its associated rain shield will be probably not reach out of the southern zones until after 6 p.m. Alright, let's take a look at our weather notes here on this Tuesday afternoon here. We're expecting some rain, and rain will be arriving in the New York City vicinity and Connecticut coastline in western Massachusetts temperatures between 6 to 8 p.m. Connecticut, Rhode Island, South Coast, and Massachusetts will arrive between the 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. time frame. All of southern New England will get into the rain 10 p.m. to midnight, and rain will move out of western New England between the hours of 12 a.m. and 2 a.m. and then will clear out of the eastern New England between the hours of 2 to 6 a.m. in the morning. And I'm expecting less than a quarter of an inch of rain in eastern Massachusetts. And Saturday to Sunday storm, my earliest minutes, I'll say rain, much rain, and then change to snow. Okay, it is going to be mild out, mild conditions here. All the way in the 40s, some spots could reach 50 degrees, and the best chance will be Hartford and New York City around. Some spots could reach the 50-degree mark here. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For this afternoon, for the rest of the afternoon, we're going to call for some parts of skies. How about 51 degrees? South wind about 69 miles per gust size, 20 miles per hour. For that, rain patch fog after 11 p.m. Low around 36 degrees. Light southwest wind, chance of precipitation is 9%. No precipitation amounts of less than 10 inch possible. For Wednesday, a chance of rain mainly before 7 a.m. Patchy fog before 10 a.m. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies, then gradually becoming sunny skies. How about 31 degrees? West wind about 3 to 8 miles per hour, chance of precipitation is 30%. What's that? Mostly clear skies, low about 29 degrees. West wind about 6 miles per hour. For Thursday, south skies about 42 degrees. Northwest wind about 6 to 10 miles per gust size, 21 miles per hour. Thursday, mostly clear skies, low about 21 degrees. Friday, mostly sun skies about 38 degrees. Friday night, chance of snow, patchy fog after 5 a.m. Wise. Mostly clear skies, low about 26 degrees. Chance of precipitation 30%. Saturday, rain and snow likely. Patchy fog before 7 a.m. and after 9 p.m. Wise. Mostly cloud skies, but high about 40, low about 30 degrees. Chance of precipitation 70% on Saturday. 29 to 40% by Saturday night. Sunday, chance of rain and snow showers. Mostly cloud skies, high about 41 degrees. Chance of precipitation 40%. Sunday night, mostly cloud skies, low about 26 degrees. And for Monday, mostly sun skies, high about 43 degrees. Peter's weather phase of the day. A mild Tuesday and tap, and another mild one on Wednesday, and rain tonight. Peter, you have a good afternoon with a good positive attitude, and I'll be looking forward to see you for a 4 o'clock newscast. Have a good afternoon here.